It's Trey. I just wanted to say a few things. I was thinking tonight about my time making videos for YouTube, and then now I've decided to work. Don't you want to know why I've decided to stop? Maybe I'll post some music onto the YouTube, but today I watched some interviews with the new CEO of YouTube to try to rehumanize it for myself, and it did a little bit. However, the man didn't seem to have empathy for the common or poor man insofar as that. Well, I couldn't feel any, compassionate vibes coming off him. Although I would say I didn't feel negative vibes coming off him either. I would say, he's a very, a person that is trying to do the best he can in an extremely dire circumstance. Unfortunately, he has felt the need to circumvent the expansion of, say, Trey's Myths and Tunes, and said so openly. He has said, someone else has posted a short video of him saying that he wants to, as I've said before, minimize. Well, the way he said it was someone making opinionated videos out of their basement, or somebody spouting off from their basement, and focus more on professionals having the opinions on YouTube of professionals. And so this guy speculated he meant CNN, Fox News, etc. And I wouldn't say that, but I would say that I'm not sure. I don't know the majority of their content, but for me, sometimes I watch Dr. Drew and Jordan Peterson, and they have great interviews with these guests telling the truth. So today I watched, it's a short, one of these goofy 10-second short clips of the CEO of YouTube openly saying that, say for example, if I had never made any content that was political or about conspiracies or takeover plans or aliens or any of that dark stuff, say if I made only positive, jolly content, if I was making it from a basement, according to his statement, it would already be, not shared. But since it's coming from a tent or in the forest, basically what I'm saying here, in a little bit schizoid stone ramble, is this new CEO of YouTube has openly stated that he would minimize sharing my content and focus on sharing, he said, authority, the opinions of people with authority. And this is why I say Danish Bashir can, he says he has a degree as a hypnotist, and he's a handsome young Indian guy, and he knows how to make use his cell phone to make nice YouTube signs that says, "I am a narcissistic abuse recovery professional," and have tens of thousands of followers, almost 1 million or whatever. So, point is that if I was able to pretend to be a professional, then all of my 20 years of being a self-help book junkie and all of my years of studying Buddhism and shamanism and giving you that wisdom and sharing my lessons and sharing how I've healed my body, that would be valuable. but because YouTube is situated in the San Francisco Peninsula and the financial district, it's got to be that way. It's got to have that. Again, the hologramic projection of the Yahweh collective on Saturn, the Saturn moon matrix, cube tech, reincarnation station, turn this whole planet into a prison recycling station. But see, the problem is that this CEO, the one before it, Susan, okay, not just those two, but the computer beast 666 carbon-based algorithmic system. You have 6 electrons, 6 protons, and 6 neutrons in this carbon cell. So that's where they get that number. Okay, we're going into the silicon-based, crystal silicate-based reality here in the future, in the fifth dimensional reality. And YouTube is okay with all the people who go on here and talk about divine ETs, and even the dark ones. But Michael Salla has a PhD, and he's been fascinated with this stuff his whole life. He's in his 60s, I guess. So he's having, and that's why the Journey to Truth will have a lot of, military abductees that are whistleblowers coming out. So all that's fine, because YouTube is, as I've said on comments, as I said too when I complained about my week off, YouTube is openly, this new CEO is open, and YouTube now, if they work for people that work there, they have to accept it, that they have this open double standard that I'm not allowed to say things, but, if I had an MD or a PhD, or if I was famous or I'd already published books, you see, okay, I'll tell you what this video is about. Okay, the three hits mistakes I made in videos, according to the dark side, or the shadow puppeteers that control the whole thing, is the Yahweh video. And there was one that was called Fraud World versus Divine Moral Reality. Was my actual first strike officially, but I spelled world WHORLD, and I made a sign. I'll admit that was extremely naive on my part. When you think about the fact that the CIA and Google are running YouTube, or they're going to be policing it from behind, inside of it, literally inside the building. So, considering that the actual surveillance of the say the Yahweh collective, and the Anunnaki, the Dracos, are going to force YouTube to fly signs underneath some of Dr. Drew's videos saying the CDC says that the vaccines are safe and effective, and then they're going to have, sometimes, or some of Dale Wigington's presentations saying that there's no such thing as chemtrails, it's contrails, and it's a conspiracy theory. But his website on YouTube, his YouTube page is called geoengineeringwatch.org. So he's really open. We're all of us here, we're really open about sharing the truth. And this is what is threatening, This new CEO has openly said, okay, he's gonna let Dr. Zelenko come on YouTube and tell you, but not for me. It's a week off. That's a strike. YouTube is so hypocritical that this new CEO guy, that he'll let Dr. Zelenko tell you that it was intentional genocide, but if I tell you something like that, I literally get kicked off for a week. Okay, it's no joke. So this is why you're not going to see me on this platform, except for little teaser videos, and like I say, I might put my music here. But what I gotta say is that I love YouTube, even though it's, like I say, it's way too filtered by the shadow puppeteers for me. But because I'm all about truth and freedom. However, that being said, I try to be a good Buddhist and put myself in their shoes, and but again, that and they really, they show full signs of obedience and no signs of stopping their obedience. So I watched this young man who's been making YouTube videos for 10 years and serious professional videos called Casual Business Casual, and he's got 1 million subscribers and 1 million people watch this video he made called YouTube Really Doesn't Want You to See This Video, and it's about how he's suing them because he found out that they allowed the Russians to hack in. You can watch that and find out what it's about. And then I watched these other. I watched videos of this good-looking woman my age with 1 million subscribers, having him on her talk show to talk about being the new CEO. And the thing that a lot of YouTubers are really annoyed with that he did is, or they think is stupid or evil, is he, and this is another sign that, they're not going to be okay with Trey, is that they got rid of the thumbs down. That's why, if you notice, there's no, it doesn't tell you any numbers on the thumbs down. That means that was his plan. That was his idea. And another thing he did that annoyed a lot of YouTubers was he introduced, he tried to bring NFCs, and that's something called non-fungal coins into YouTube. And it's, I don't know, it's kind of like Bitcoin. It's getting a bad rap of being a scamish online. A lot of these, if not all of the digital currencies can sometimes, get a bad rap or get infiltrated, get hacked. Just the sheer mystery of it. It's like, well, the idea of a limited amount of bitcoins is just, again, I say CBD, not CBDC, but it's also really nice to be able to talk as long as I want. If I make a little short bit of notes, and I can go as quiet or soft, talk as gentle as I want, as slow as I want. And it's fun to reach a lot more people with YouTube. But when I got shadow banned, and it became this thing that, like, okay, they're going to intentionally not send out my videos. I was meditating about this just before I turned on the press record. And, over the course of a couple months, I really, I was getting some medicine out of it. I was healing, somewhat learning and to heal myself socially, whereas my physical illness was starting to get worse. And so, because I have this, my Chiron line runs right through here, runs right through where I hang out all the time now in Capitola, because of the AI parasites activity in Santa Cruz, of the dark side trying to block me from Wi-Fi. And so I was thinking, man, I really enjoyed the meditation I had, my daily ritual of making, the video series Trey's Timeless 15 Minutes of Explain. And I'm really thankful for having YouTube still be here. And I knew I was taking a huge risk, and I was having to come with a lot of forgiveness and a lot of non-judgment to begin a YouTube channel in 2022, um, particularly to try to do it from this campsite. However, I got to say thanks again, and Satan, you're going to get everything. Satan's going to get all the things that Satan deserves, because Satan is suicidal. Satan has no respect for life. Lucifer cuts off his body parts. They don't really care about life. But yet, this person who's the new CEO of YouTube is the type of person that doesn't want to hurt anybody's feelings. That's why there's no thumbs down. Okay? We got to respect that he wants to protect our feelings. And that's why if I want to say harsh things, then I will get in trouble. So please, enjoy YouTube if you want to see some nice videos, and create a beautiful day, my family. I love you. You know I love you. And come watch me on Odyssey if you really want to see me get into the uncensored truth and create a great one, folks.